Hey crafty friends! Today I thought we would create some fun potion bottles using some Dollar Tree glass jars and some clear stickers, some scrap paper, beads, and little bits and bobs that we have in our Halloween stash. So at the Dollar Tree they have these glass bottles here. They are like this amber color and you can see through them. They have the little cork top and they have these little labels on them. They come in the different sizes. So that's what kind of inspired me to create my own. So I'm using these little mini glass bottles with the cork top from Dollar Tree, and I also have a couple of these larger ones for larger items. So let me show you what I've already created. I've made quite a few. So I've made a bunch with the little small bottles here. And I've used some clear stickers that I have in my stash to kind of label. So this is poison candy with some little shaker bits and black seed beads. Then I have spider legs. So I have spider legs, and on this one I've created my own little label that says spider legs, and I also have a clear spider sticker. Then on this one for the dragon bones, I have a little skull and crossbones sticker. And then I've created this little tag here that says dragon bones that's kind of hanging off here. It's just out of paper. You could laminate these or add just a little bit of scotch tape and cut it out to kind of reinforce it. And I just have a couple of cut up bones in there. Then I have a little tag on this one as well that says Eye of Newt. And I just have an eyeball sticker and some varying sizes of googly eyes in this one. And in this one I have the little skull and crossbones, and I have these little red kind of iridescent beads, and this is my poison apple, and I haven't finished this one yet. And then for the larger ones I use the rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree. Let's see if I can grab a sheet. So I used these rub-on transfers, and I used this little potion bottle here. And I put that on the larger one here. It just has a skeleton foot, and then I've added my own little like head pin here that you could hang this from your project. So let's go ahead and make a couple of these together. So I have a couple of things out on my desk. I have my little drawer with my little bottles here. Like this one has a little hand in it with a little skull here. I have some spiders, some seed beads, some of these skeletons. I have some clear stickers, some rub-on transfers, some googly eyes, some artistic wire. Then I have my beading tools here, and my wire cutter, and my little loop tool. So we have those. Then I have some tweezers, my pokey tool, and also this pokey tool kind of weeding tool here with this little end from Cricut. And then I have these little eye pins here for the corks, and just some jump rings and the little red crystal beads that I have around on my desk. And you could pretty much use anything that you can fit into these bottles. So you're very limited on these smaller bottles, what you can fit in them, because the opening here is so little. But let's go ahead and make one of these, and then we will make one of the bigger ones together so I can show you how I added my little eye pin in it. But I think I want to make another maybe another dragon bone. So what I did was I just have my little skeleton, and I've just kind of pulled apart his legs, and then I've just cut them down with my scissors to the size that I want them for my bottle. So let's cut that down, and let's see. I think I need to make it a little bit smaller because we have that little hip joint there. So it's best to cut these over the trash can. But so we're just going to cut a couple of the bones. And this one we are going to cut down here. And so you can fit as many as you like in here, or as few. So this one's a little bit big, but it will fit in there. So let me just use one of my tools and get that in there. We're going to fit that bone, and then let's get maybe one of these here. Let's see if we can fit that in there. There we go. So now we have like 3 bones. And I like to test my top. And then I'll go to my stickers, or you could use your rub-ons, whatever you would like to use to decorate the bottle. So I'm thinking maybe another one of the skull and crossbones. I don't really have any dragon stickers. So this is called my dragon bone potion. So I like to use my tweezers because these stickers are so tiny. And then I'm just going to add that on there. So now we have our cute little sticker on there, and now I want to add my little screw pin on there. And I like to use my flat nose pliers for this, and I'm going to get one of these kind of distressed ones. And then I try to find the center the best that I can. And I sort of push it in there and then move the bottle back and forth. And instead of... That's what happens. It's really hard sometimes. It likes to go flying. Especially when you have lotion on your hands. So I work that back and forth to make a little hole. And then I just start spinning the bottle. And you might have to work with it a little bit. It doesn't always get in the center either. It kind of has a mind of its own. Alright, this one wants to come out of the bottle, so we are going to just give it a few spins, and then we have our little hook here. And then if you want to make sure that your cap stays on, you could add a tiny bit of glue. along the edge here, just a little bit along that edge, and then stick this in there and sort of push it down, and that should give it just a little bit of more hold to keep it in place. You could do it with wet glue, whatever you have. And then we have a cute little potion bottle. So I'm gonna move that to center it. There we go. So let's go ahead and make another little cute tag for this. Actually, I think I'll make a label for this one. So I just have some scrap paper that I'm using. And I'm just going to cut a small strip. I'm not worried about it being perfectly straight either. And then let's see, I'm going to cut that down a little bit. I actually don't mind if the label's a little wonky. And then I'm going to go back and just snip just a sliver off of the edge here, just to kind of give it a different corner, like a slanted. And I'm going to do that on all 4 sides. Alright, so now we have that. And then I'm going to grab my micron and just go in and like roughly do some wonky lines around it, just to kind of outline the label. It's okay if you go off the page. It's okay if your lines aren't straight. And then we are calling this Dragon Bones. Alright, so we are going to set that aside for just a moment and let this dry. And then we will work on this larger one. So for the larger ones, you could put pretty much anything that you wanted into it. So let's see, we have some of these bats here. You could cut the wings off of the bat, just kind of going around the actual bat, like so. Let's add that one in there. And you can get these bats like at the Dollar Tree. You could get them in Walmart. You could get them in Dollar General, Target, pretty much anywhere. So let me cut this part off. Now we have a poor little bat with no wings. So I'm just going to discard that. And I'm going to grab one more and do the same thing, just cutting out the wings. Put that one in there. Let's do this last one. Alright, so now we have some bat wings. So you could add as many or as few of these in here as you want. But I'm just going to add these couple for now. And now you have a little potion bottle with bat wings. So you would want to find maybe a sticker with a bat on it. And here we go. I've got a bat there. So basically use any little tiny bits and bobs that you have in your stash, or you could use, non-clear stickers if you wanted to, if that's what you had in your stash. Just use your imagination. And now we have our little bat for our bat wings. If you wanted to add filler in this, you could add some of the black seed beads to kind of fill this up. But I wanted to show you how I did the top here. So inside of these, it's this little white piece of like foam. And I took my Cricut tool here and I just went down in here and kind of scooped up on the side and pulled this out. And you can hold on to that. And then you could use this, or you could use your pokey tool, whatever you have, any kind of sharp tool. And I just tried to find the center the best that I could. And then I sort of just used both hands and pressed. And now you have created this little hole at the top. Now you want either a long like eye pin or something, or you will want some of this artistic wire. And I cut mine a little bit longer than I think that I'm going to need. And I like to use my little loop tool. So I'm going to add the wire in here and create my little loop. And then I'm going to feed this up through the hole here. So if you wanted to do like your loop and do some wire wrapping, you could. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of glue on this, just to hold it in place. Be careful of your fingers. And then I'm going to add this little guy back in here. So once you put the glue in there, it will kind of stay in place. And then I'm going to add this little piece back on top, kind of holding that wire up in there. Alright, now I'm going to add another loop using my tool here. Like I said, you could make your own loop, however you want to do it. And then I'll just finish it up with my tools here. There we go. And now you could see how this one's a little bit longer and this one's closer up. And now you can just screw this back on. And you have a little hanger for your bottle. So you could hook this on to any kind of tassel or charm or anything you would like. So super simple to make that. Alright, let's go ahead and add my label onto the dragon bones. And I am using my red line tape for this. I just feel like that's going to help make it a little bit more secure. And then I like to use my tweezers again to help with this. So I have my skull here, so I'm going to put this around the back side here. And I'm going to try to put it on like as straight as I can. And then I just kind of use my fingers and press it down into the glass to adhere my label. So there we go. We have a little potion bottle with dragon bones. So as you can see, it's coming up on this side, so I'm going to keep working it. I'm just pushing it into the glass until it stays. Super simple. I love these. So much fun to use your imagination to create these. So here's our dragon bone, and here is our bat wings. And here are the ones that I've created earlier, or you could make your tag here, like this one says Eye of Newt. So just have fun, use your creativity, think outside the box, and use what supplies you have in your craft room. Alright guys, thanks so much for stopping by and checking out this craft with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!